Hey, what's happening, nation? It's SJ. Wanted to come out tonight and start breaking down this Bengals game. I really want to hear your guys' opinions on it. That's why I wanted to do this show live. I'm a little bit skeptical, like Michael is in the comment section, but I really think we can pull this game out. I really feel like we have to pull this game out. But like I said the other night, man, it seems like this team is not playing with too much heart. I've been reading through your guys' comments. A lot of you guys were saying, like, when we get into games where it's really important that we have to win, we never step up for them, ever. And it freaking drives me insane. But I'm telling you, playing this Bengals game and then 4 days later, playing the damn Dallas Cowboys in Dallas on Thanksgiving, that's going to be a tough-ass 2 games for us. And I'm extremely worried about it because if we drop these 2 games, we're going to be sitting at 5 and 6 and probably sitting around that 10 or 11 seed because we're going to get leapfrogged by a few teams if we end up dropping it. But this Bengals team is looking really good. Joe Burrow is leading the league right now as far as yards per catch. I think it's over 12 yards. He has 3 extremely fast wide receivers. It's Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. Any one of those dudes can burn you. And since we only have one good corner right now, I'm really curious to see how the other side of the field ends up holding up. If we end up sticking Abrams back in coverage again, it's going to completely suck because I'm telling you right now, we watched that kid get torched. He is a box safety. He is not a coverage safety. And as long as we play him in his spot and we don't try to change this defense around and stick to our normal defense that we got away from last week, which completely pissed me off because I knew as soon as they said at the start of that game, the Raiders are coming out in a different look this day. They're playing 2 safeties, and everybody was giving Dalen Levitt a whole bunch of crap. And I was like, dude, look at what's happening. This is not Dalen Levitt. I'm not a huge Dalen Levitt fan, but at the same time, he wasn't the one that got torched 9 for 9 times for 2 touchdowns, I believe. So it's like those kind of things we have to take into consideration. But our secondary is still banged to shit right now. Gillespie got moved to the IR. Amik Robertson still questionable. Let me check this real quick just so I don't get it wrong. Yeah, Nixon's still questionable. Fason's questionable. Amik Robertson's questionable. And then Teamer got put on the list to come back from IR, but he hasn't officially been activated yet. So I really want to get your guys' thoughts on that to see if he is going to be activated. And if he is, who's going to end up getting dropped off? I was really expecting Mullen to be back for this game. He ended up getting pushed back. They're pushing Richie Incognito all the way back to December, which blows my damn mind. That kid, I don't know. That was a waste of money, man. We could have had another guard on this team that was actually playing, that was being able to fill one of these spots that were completely missing since Good went down. That seems like a complete waste to me. I think he's going to retire at the end of this season. I think we're just kind of waiting that one out. And it is what it is. You can't go back. You can't change it. But I don't know. That one really pisses me off still. And then let me see. And then their tight end, CJ, dude, we talked about Oh, man. We talked about CJ the other night. This kid's a damn good tight end, and we have given up so much to the tight end position over the past few weeks. Honestly, throughout this whole season, seems like the first touchdown of every game is the opposing team's tight end. Even damn Ingram went up and over somebody to get into the house for that first score in the Giants game. And when somebody does that to you, it kind of sets the tone for the whole thing. So we cannot let that happen. There are certain things in this game that we cannot let happen. I'm going to sit here and say that. Like, we have to have a defensive pass rush. But if you're allowed to be held every single time because, you know, your old coach is suing the damn NFL and they're going to pay these refs to make sure you have as difficult of time as possible to end up getting into these games. And you could see it, man. It's little shit like that, like not making the holding calls and then just saying the Raiders couldn't generate a pass rush. Well, yeah, no shit, dude. They were being literally held the entire damn game on both sides of the ball. Everybody was talking about Max Crosby, but Yannick was getting held that entire game too. It was pissing me off. Even our interior pass rush, which was really taking a hit right now since we lost Phylon, but I really have faith in Quentin Jefferson, and then having Hankins back is really cool just because he is a big run stuffer, and that does help us out. And then we activated that linebacker, Patrick. I cannot say his last name, but that's a good sign to me that we're not, or that Kwiatkowski is going to end up missing this game again. And he is a major part of our run defense. And not having him on the field, you see it. It hurts us. It hurts us bad. And then the last person I want to talk about is Joe Mixon, dude, because he's my biggest fear in this damn game. We saw the Chiefs' second-string running back go, I think he was over 100 yards rushing, over 100 yards receiving in that. It's like, that's insane. That shit should never happen. And when Mixon is on his game, he is one of the better running backs in the NFL. So let me know your guys' thoughts on it, man. I really want to hear it. I'm just really happy to be live again, regardless of how our season's looking. I know we're sitting at that number 9 seed right now, but if we can win this game, well, we'll get us back on track. And then even if we drop that Dallas game, we can kind of start to build momentum after that. And I really still think we have an outside shot at this wild card. I think you're going to see the Chiefs continue to be put on a pedestal. You're going to see them start to put together a little bit of a streak here. I just do not want to see us end up being at the bottom of this damn division because Denver hasn't been looking great, but they've been looking decent. decent since they're going to be on their bye. If we drop this game, they're going to leapfrog us, and we're going to be sitting at the bottom of the division. So we really got to pull this one out. But I'm done. I'm done with my little spiel. I'm done wasting time. The show is all about you guys tonight, man. So let me jump back up here a little bit and start getting into these. Sharon, what's going on, dude? The Bengals will be a tough matchup. What are your thoughts on Jay Abrams? Abrams, like I said, dude, he's a box safety. We need to move him back up. Michael, how are you doing? Gord, thanks for coming out, man. Freaky, what's going on? Silver, doing pretty good, man. Max, thanks for coming on, man. Yeah, it just started a few minutes ago. Ardo, how are you doing? Falcons getting killed? No, they are getting killed, which sucks because I knew they were going to get killed. But the Patriots, dude, never count out a freaking Bill Belichick team. He's taken, it's honestly that defense that's carrying that team. But as that quarterback continues to get better and better, that team pisses me off, dude. Fiesta, how are you doing, man? Anthony, what's good? Max, we need to incorporate Djax as soon as possible. We do. I know he just came onto the team, and I know I gave him a bunch of crap, and he did not deserve that, but that was a stupid play. But he is brand new onto this team. We do need to get him more involved. We need to get him stretching the field. I know we just ended up bringing in that other kid, too, that's like a really fast burner. But dude, these guys that are coming in, besides Djax, like these guys were available for a reason. They're not like game changers, but we do need speed on that outside to just kind of open up the interior routes, but I just don't trust Derek Carr to take those damn shots on the outside unless it's somebody that he can rely on, and that's why I was really hoping, like him and Brian Edwards seemed to build a little bit of chemistry last week. Him and Zay Jones need to get on the same damn page. Zay Jones has to get more involved in this offense. That is one of the major keys to this Bengals game. I'm really hoping that kid can step it up and get it done for us. Just gonna kind of keep moving through here. Playing against the Cowboys and the refs on Thanksgiving, that Cowboy game, I'm telling y'all right now, I do not think we could beat that Cowboys team. I know it's going to piss some people off. That team is hot as hell right now. I don't care if they win or lose against the Chiefs because I'm pretty sure they're going to end up just tearing through the Chiefs. And then if they play us on Thanksgiving and they're back at home, that team's going to have so much damn hype behind it. That's going to be an ugly game. I'm telling you right now. I've been so mad. I'm finally getting over that loss, dude. So have I. I've been completely pissed. And I know my last few videos have been like extremely negative, and that's not really my style. But when you've lived through this over and over every single week and every single year, you kind of just get to the point where you're like, dude, this is BS, like complete BS. Mixon is going to destroy us. I'm telling you right now, if Mixon is on his game, watch out for him, dude, because he will kill us. Rob, how are you doing, man? I really appreciate that. I agree. Abrams is bad in the coverage game as well as starting the NFL safeties. He should be better than what he is. Yes, he honestly should. But when he came onto this team, everybody knew he was a box safety. And in Gunther's system, he started playing linebacker a little bit, and I like that. Like, I hated the Gunther defense. Don't get me wrong. We looked like we were running the Gunther defense last week. That's the reason we got freaking destroyed. But he did move Abram around a lot, and I did like that. And I really think that you're going to see that continue to happen more and more. Teamer is back, so hey, maybe get Levitt off the field. I don't know, dude. There's certain packages where I don't want to see Abram on. If it's like a definite, like deep pass play, and Abrams, if he's not blitzing, if you're going to stick him in coverage, get him off the field, put Teamer in there, and see what happens. If we lose again, our season is over. No, we have to win this Bengals game, but it's one of those games. Like, you're expecting the Raiders have to step up, but at the same time, the Bengals have to step up. This is a crucial-ass game for them, too. We have to win this. We are at home. There is no reason why we should lose this if everything clicks together, but if you're playing against the refs, you're playing against just the own, like, shit that you're bringing onto this team, like through the through like off-field stuff, it's that kind of stuff that this team has to rise above. And I understand that Derek Carr... Sorry. I just broke everything. All right. My bad. And I understand. Derek Carr came out in his press conference, and he's like, hey, man, I showed up real early in the morning like I always do, and I know this team's going to be different because there was already other people there warming up. I mean, it's like, dude, who else was there? Who was there? Who was there when you showed up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Those are the things I want to know, because I've seen you make this same exact speech for the past 2 seasons of, oh, we're kind of down right now, but we're going to get it back together, and then we end up just going out and just like failing, just straight failing. There's no other way to put it. So make it happen, dude. Carr doesn't want to be a Raider anymore. He's going to throw the rest of our games. That I do not believe. Carr is the only one that I really think is truly playing for this team. Because I will tell you, there are some players on this team that if we start losing, you're going to see them kind of turn it off moving forward. And that's why you see teams start to lose. Is because their veteran players realize, like, they've been through this before, especially the guys that have been in the league for like 7 to 8 years. And they know, like, if you get to that spot where you're 5-6, but then the top teams are starting to pull away, they're not going to chance getting hurt. They want to keep their money. They want to keep everything flowing through. So they start to dial it back a little bit. And then when they do, you see the rest of the team start to respond to it. And the whole damn thing just goes straight downhill after that. Breakout week. Dude, Matt, I hope you're right, man. Most definitely one week can decide where we'll be. Either 7-4, 6-5, or 6-6, or 5-6 at worst. We will finally find out next Thursday. Callie, man, you are 100% right about that. Where is Mullen? I don't know where the hell Mullen is. Mullen was supposed to be back for this game. I don't know what pushed his timetable back. Levitt gives me some stomach aches. Dude, Levitt kills me, man. Let me see if I can catch back up to your guys' comments real quick. John, what's happening? We went from 2nd to 9th in the span of 2 weeks. That's the way it goes for us. Thank you for coming out. Chef, what's good, dude? Made the live. What's up, SJ? Let's go. Dude, I'm happy to be live. Everybody is resting and injured. Dude, our team is beat to shit right now. And this Bengals team is honestly looking pretty healthy. They're missing their safety. It's Trey Hopkins. But then Trey Hill plays behind him. And honestly, they're pretty interchangeable. Honestly, either one of them are damn better than Adrian James is. Man, what's good, dude? Stewie, what's happening? What's up, my guy? So we didn't get our number 91 yak, 2 sacks. Oh, dude, Mahomes just got away with everything. We got grilled, but I love your content. Always fire. Keep it up, man. I really appreciate you, dude. Thank you for coming out to the live. Blame it on Mayak. He had several chances to fix this team before the trade deadlines. Now he's in the bargain bin hunting. Dude, these bargain bin pickups, dude. The Raiders do this all the damn time. And it's like, I understand you have to pick up like depth pieces and pieces to fill in. And you're going to end up losing some starters, and you really hope you can get that right. We could have pulled a damn big move before that trade deadline. There was some talks about us getting some pretty decent players. I wasn't not talking about Odell. I knew that shit was not going to happen. Odell did not want to come to Vegas. See, like him and his dad made that pretty obvious right off the bat. And then when he came out and he said, any team that tries to pick me up that I don't want to play for is going to have problems. I was done, like completely done with his ass at that point. In your opinion, what is the percent that we makes the playoffs? Honest, dude, it really, like, if we win this game, I'm going to say like 60%. If we lose this game, it's going to drop to like 35. This Bengals game it's big in the respect that the Raiders have to show they can step up and respond to that ass kicking that we took from the Chiefs. If we go out there and we lose to the Giants, then we get spanked by the Chiefs, and then we come into this Bengals game and Mixon just destroys us, and then Joe Burrow ends up passing for like 350 and a few touchdowns. Dude, the morale of this team is shot. The coaches aren't going to be able to bring it back, and that just is what it is. Gus Bradley might keep this defense going a little bit, but that offense will completely shut down. Greg Olsen has showed his true colors, and we are pissed about it. We are young. Like, we are very young, and that's the one thing that I can keep some hope in. Raiders 75-28, what's good? We are not contenders, so making it does nothing. What we really need is the new Madden or a new floor. Oh, dude. If we can get neither one of those guys, I mean, shit, dude. Coaches like that are legends. If we can end up getting a legend coach, I'd be so happy, but I don't see it happening. The Raiders do this every year. It's tough being Sherm, you're 100% right, man. That's why I got so pissed over everything that's been happening over the past few weeks, just because I've seen it happen. We've all seen it happen, and it drives me insane. Enjoy the season. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, Matt. Just keep, and I am. Like, I'm usually super optimistic, but when you see it so many times, you got to get pissed. You can't have a memory? No, you cannot. Be a goldfish. You guys watch Ted Lasso? I know this is completely off base, but I just finished that damn show. That shit killed me. Like, killed me. Jamar Chase is a stud, dude. Jamar Chase is on pace to end up being like the offensive rookie of the year. That kid's stats, I had it pulled up earlier. Give me one sec. Yeah, 44 catches, 835 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he's averaging 19 yards a catch. Now, Hayward's going to be on him for this game, and I am happy as hell about that. But if Hayward ends up getting banged up a little bit, or if he gets knocked out, then all of a sudden you have a little bit banged up like Amik Robertson or Face, they're going to exploit that shit, especially if they're able to run the ball, because they're going to be working play actions, and they're going to end up being able to destroy us. Blue Raider, what's going on, dude? Abram just needs to stop playing and cover it. That's it, dude. Play him where he's supposed to be. Play him in that box spot. Yeah, since it is just as desperate right now, it's going to be a tough, gritty game. This game is going to be dirty, dude. I'm telling you right now. And there's going to be some injuries in this game, which totally sucks, but we're going to have to just continue to work through it. I was thinking the same thing about the presser speech. Dude, that presser speech killed me. Hey, Amber, what's up, dude? This team has been missing a legit GM. I'm not arguing with you on that. Sick of hearing from Bisaccio. We had a good week of practice. Obviously, you didn't. You pissed the game. Facts. But that's the thing, man. And I'll tell you guys, like, a lot of you guys will give me shit in the comments section. But like, you don't even watch the press conferences. The press conferences are nothing more than players coming out and saying exactly what they're supposed to say, so they don't get fined and so they don't get in trouble and they have their media time. Every player, so not every player, but certain players have written into their contract at the end of every week, and the coaches have it too. You have to give at least one press conference, either after game or during midweek. Like Derek Carr has to give, I believe, like one after the game and then 3 during the week. Like that's his quota as far as press conferences. And Bisaccia is the same way, and I think the offensive defensive coordinators have to do at least 2. But it's not the point of breaking that all down, but they all go out there and just say the same exact damn thing. Glad Gruden is gone, to be honest. Dude, I'm not arguing. I was happy about that too. The way that it happened completely sucked, but I was kind of done with Gruden last season. I hope D-Jax can run down the damn touchdown. Me too. And just run in a straight line. That's all I'm asking for. D-Jax, if you catch the ball and then you break that first tackle, just run towards the end zone. Don't go sideways. Don't try to spin back into the defender. I don't know if you were just trying to handle the ball. Gruden being gone is the silver lining. We need to sign a defensive tackle this summer. Someone like Cox would help the run defense. I'm really curious to see what ends up happening with this defense as far as if we shuffle it around completely. I know Gus Bradley's going to keep his little core. I'm just curious to see who ends up being a part of that core, because there's some guys on this team, like a Jonathan Abram, that I'm curious to see if he sticks around on, or if he wants to go out, not necessarily in the draft, but in free agency, maybe pull a trade Abram for a different safety. There are some damn good safeties out there that we could have had this year that we ended up passing on, and we could have ended up having them plus the Abram plus Merrick. And I don't know. There's certain things that we did this offseason that really pissed me off. Carl Joseph was one of them, dude. Waller looks uninterested. I think Waller's just getting frustrated at this point, to be completely honest with you. Every single game that he goes into, there is no outside wide receiver threat at all. So what do? You either double team Waller just completely, or you put him on a ladder to where he gets chipped off the line, then the linebacker's on, and then he has a safety on his ass too. There's just no getting him open. That's why you've seen his production go down so much. The fact that Waller's making the catches that he is and then getting in the house the few times that he has, that's just pure talent on his behalf. If that dude had any kind of help on the outside, it would look dramatic. You saw it with Ruggs. Like, even though Ruggs was starting to get more involved, it was just the fact that he was able to stretch the field. And I've heard a lot of people, I've been watching a lot of different Raider channels just trying to get everybody's opinions on it. And I've heard a lot of people saying, like, the reason that Cooper left and the reason that Ruggs isn't going to be happy and the reason we lost this receiver, because they don't want to run these routes to just kind of clear the zones out. Dude, at some point you have to have that, especially if you're running the style of offense that we do have. And I get it, dude. They don't want to do that shit every time. And that is the reason Cooper left, and he was pissed, because he wanted to be more involved in the short passing game and then be able to take his shots throughout. But that's just not Derek Carr's style. And I put that shit on Gruden for years. And I was like, Gruden won't go to the outside. But, like, I don't know, man. I was wrong. Like, I'm not just going to say I was wrong about that, and that just kind of is what it is. Greg Olsen needs to go. I completely agree. If we don't show up for this game, I'm calling it done for the season. Carr looked like his old... Yes, he did. He looked exactly like his old damn self. Why docs want to box you? Jesus, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Hopefully Bolin returns at some point. Dude, his ass better. I don't understand. Like, he was scheduled for... Honestly, he was supposed to come back for that Chiefs game, and then it got bumped back. And I was like, all right, well, maybe he'll be back for the Bengals. But now he's not even activated off of that. So that's kind of driving me nuts. I wish we would use Farrell as defensive tackle. Me too. I had drawn that shit up so many times through the offseason of putting him at that defensive tackle spot. I thought he looked damn good at it last year, and then this season we kind of got away from it completely, especially now that we have some injuries at that defensive tackle spot. Work Farrell back in there, man. I feel like that kid's kind of being wasted at this point, and I know a lot of you guys think he sucks, but at the same time, he's better than some of the other people we have rotating on that line, especially as far as the interior people go. I would take Farrell over Square any damn game. We need more trick plays. Dude, I just want to see us start getting just more plays as far as just more offensive snaps and not going 3 and out so damn much. That killed us. It's not Carr's fault. Greg Olsen is hijacking the offense. Poor Bisaccia. Bisaccia is going to end up being... And I say he's going to be gone, but I don't know if he's going to end up being gone. I just think he might end up being moved back to that special teams coach. There's no reason to get rid of him as far as being like on your coaching staff. That dude can stay as the special teams. I just don't think he's going to have that head coaching job. Going to put Mariota in the mix up with Carr. I'm curious to see if we lose this game, I'm curious to see if they start working Mariota into it. I know that we already have some plays and stuff for him, but I want to see if he actually starts. If Carr goes out there and just completely, like, just shits the bed completely, I want to see if Mariota ends up either not coming in this game, but just kind of moving forward, because there's going to be chatter about it. Like, do you try Mariota? You're paying him this much money. We need to exploit Eli Apple. If Baker Trashfield can, then so can Carr. I completely agree with that, Ardo. X-Dope, how are you doing? What you think of our receiver they just signed to the practice squad? Dude, that kid's like stupidly fast. But outside of that, he doesn't bring much else to the table. And it sucks to say that. But if that kid was like a true difference maker, he wouldn't be sitting there available for us to pluck out. He'd be playing for somebody's roster right now. Damn, failed to see you were on. Lloyd, no worries, dude. Thank you for coming out. Max, is this Carr's last season as our QB? What would you do as the GM? Me personally, as the GM, I would extend Carr for 2 more years. I would draft a quarterback, well, probably 3 more years. I would draft a quarterback either this year or next year and really start working him into this system. But I would focus my damn money on getting this offensive line back into shape, because the more rattled Derek Carr the more rattled he gets in the pocket, the shittier he plays. And he has to have an offensive line back. And he was supposed to have a decent one, dude. But when you lose Incognito and you lose your 2 guards right at the start of the season and they're gone for the entire damn year, like, that hurts, especially when you're bringing in. Like, Simpson's kind of stepped up a little bit. But outside of that other guard position's been shuffled around. You got Parker playing the outside right tackle spot. That scares the shit out of Carr, because you know, like, he's 50-50. He's either going to come out and shut somebody down and play a really good game, or Carr's going to be getting hit and just blindsided the entire damn time. I would love to see Gus get that kid out of Georgia, number 99. I'd be happy as hell if we got that kid. Is a monster. Abram can't cover. He can't cover at all, dude. He's never been able to. It's not like anything new. He would hold that, dude. He would hold that middle down like no one else. Oh, Tupac, what's good, dude? Thank you for coming out, man. If we see a win Sunday, you have to come on live once a week before you get out, dude. Yes, guaranteed. Guess who just got a pick in the Falcons? Get AJ Terrell, that dude I wanted. Dude, he went to the Falcons 1 pick before us, and that's why we ended up plucking Arnett. And because the Raiders were actually scoped to take Terrell in that draft. And then when he ended up going to the Falcons that pick before, I honestly think we panicked and then just ended up going with Arnett. That was a stupid-ass pick, dude. I'll agree with you about Amari, man. 2023 Raiders QB draft class is deep, but 2022 is trash. Eagles have 3 first-round picks in the 20. Damn, do they really, dude? This team is the reason I so great. Helps calm you down a little bit, Rob. Get you back on track. Back-to-back weeks, it was terrible, but I truly feel good about our front office this week. Oh, against the Cincinnati, and the defense will be back to what it was this season if we take the... Dude, I hope you're right. Like, you take it on the chin, you end up taking your lumps. It is what it is. You respond. You beat another damn good AFC team, and then whatever happens in Dallas happens. But then after that game, you have to push through. You have to start stacking some damn wins after that. If you don't, you're screwed. Aaron, what's happening, man? Thank you for coming out. NFL has gone soft. Not even allowed to make hard hits. Dude, I'll tell you, like, the difference of me watching football as a kid and the difference of me watching the NFL today, it's all about the points, dude. It's all about the glory. It is no longer about being able, like, some of the roughing the passer calls this season have been some of the stupidest damn things I have seen, like, in years. Ty Johnson was the wide receiver. Yes, he was, dude. And that kid flies. Like, he flies. But at the same time, that's all he does. He just flies for you. Did they sign a corner from the Jets? Who, Cincinnati? I don't know if they signed a corner from the Jets. Let's see. Oh, they're still working Bates and Eli Apple. Seems Carr can't get a solid head coach. No, and he can't. But hopefully he will with time. But I do really, if Carr doesn't end up making it this year, and we do bring in a new GM, and we do bring in a new head coach, it's like Carr's been like pretty 50-50 as far as like these coaches changing staffs. But I really want, unless it's a coach that like loves Derek Carr, I don't see him sticking on this team after this year. And honestly, that pisses me off, man. We are going to see our leadership in this game. We have to. That is what has to change. Leadership and heart are the two things that are going to carry us past this damn Bengals team. And maybe Carr is not lying. And Carr was not just saying the right things. And this team has been really working together and really buckling down. But unless they're going to change their damn offensive game plan and start working these wide receivers in, you're going to see the same damn thing. Waller getting stuck. You're going to see Renfro either getting laddered or doubled up. And then the outside wide receiver is going to be one-on-one, but the pass rush is going to be coming so damn fast that Carr's not going to have time for him to make their second move and end up getting the ball out of his hands. Mariota's a one-hit wonder, can't stop getting boo-boos. No, he cannot. That dude is more injury-prone than anybody I have seen. Offensive line was left for dead by Gruden and Mayock this year. They really were, dude. But it was those injuries. Like, the offensive line was, like, if you would have had one, like, if Incognito would have went out, but Good would have been okay, and we kind of could have shuffled that spot, it would have been all right. But then Leatherwood not working out at right tackle sucked, because that automatically meant that Brandon Parker was taking that spot over. As soon as the Raiders realized that, like as soon as they realized that, they should have signed a right tackle. Make your cuts that you have to, cut some people out the back end, free up some money, and sign your ass a good right tackle. We didn't do that, and at that point they were screwed. Something has to be wrong with Poole for him not to be playing for us, just saying. Unless Poole just chose not to play for us. I was really pulling for that kid. I know that we worked him out, and I was like, damn, dude, if Poole comes in here and he can, because some of these guys, dude, like, you look at Hayward, you look at some of the other, like veteran defensive guys we brought in, they are playing exceptionally well. Like, Perryman's playing the best season he might have ever played in his entire damn life. You get a dude like Poole in here, and you have Hayward on the other side, and then, I don't know. You guys know how I feel about that damn quarterback that we brought in. The Desmond Trufant. I'm just hoping the Cowboys this Thursday, man. Why, dude? Like, they're playing the Chiefs. I'd much rather they end up going out, or, oh, no, you're talking Thursday. This Chiefs game, I'm hoping they kick the shit out of the Chiefs. We need that. Chiefs or Dallas, I don't want either one to win. No, you want... We want Dallas to win just to knock the Chiefs down a peg. The good thing is that we are all still capable of winning our division. Carr needs to step up, use them feet, needs to extend some plays. This whole damn season's going to end up coming down to his shoulders once again. Does Poole push Hobbs for the outside cornerback spot? Faison isn't very good. Faison has been playing damn good, dude. Our entire secondary got crapped on last week. If you look at our pass defense before last week, we were honestly playing pretty damn good. We had one of the higher ranked pass defenses in football, even though our run defense completely blew. But our pass defense was looking damn good. But now Faison's a little bit banged up. If Poole does come onto this team, he's going to end up taking that nickel cornerback spot, and then I'm really hoping we push Hobbs to the outside, but they both play that spot so well. I'm curious to see how it goes, man. I hope we do sign him. Why won't Gus fix the third and long defense? 90%, dude, that's like been a Raider problem forever. I don't know if we just can't fix it. If they could fix that, I promise they would. Can we get a first rounder for Carr? In my personal opinion, yes. Like, some of these quarterbacks, I mean, you're talking about Derek Carr's putting up crazy numbers right now. Like, insane numbers. There would be teams out there that would be chomping at the bit for Derek Carr. You could probably end up getting a first and a second for him. Carolina, Miami, and a lot of these teams are a good QB away. Yeah, you're damn straight about that. And a lot of these teams are already out of it, dude. If you start looking at the AFC West playoff picture, like the Texans are out of it, the Jags are out of it, the Jets are out of it. Unless the Dolphins do something truly insane, they're already out of it. But once you get past that, that number 12 seed is 5-5, and it's the Denver Broncos. This AFC is crazy how close it is right now. Nobody's out of it yet. We're all still have a shot at making the playoffs. It's just a matter of us coming together and being able to do this damn thing. They want a 18-game season. That's why the calls are what they are. Dude, if they're trying to protect players, the way that you do it is not by extending games with these BS penalties. Deshaun Jackson will show this Sunday. King, I'm praying you're right about that. Drox, what's up, dude? It's been a minute, dude. I'm glad you made it out. I think we still got a shot. No, we definitely still do. Perryman is a must re-sign. Hell yeah, he is, man. And I really hope we do it. That's going to be another thing going into this offseason. Who we keep and who we get rid of and who the hell we replace them with. Because at the start of this season, we all pretty much agreed. Like, when this team was healthy, going through the preseason, and we started looking at this depth chart, and we started breaking down these positional groups, we had decent depth. It wasn't awesome, it wasn't great, but it was better depth than we had had in years. But then it seemed like the positions that we didn't have like this true depth at, we ended up just kind of blowing it, and it kind of pissed me off. If the Raiders don't make the playoff run, Carr won't be a Raider next year. I think you're right about that. 10-7, 11-6, that will get us in. If the Raiders beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, then I'll know I'm going to have a happy new year. Damn, I'd be so happy. If we end up knocking off the damn Cowboys on Thanksgiving, I'll be amazed. Our run defense is pathetic. That's why I'm so damn worried about that Cowboys game. We got to mix in our run man. It's just pass, punt. Dude, Jacobs hasn't been stepping up. Like, you want to see this team make a major turnaround? Get Jacobs over a freaking 100 yards one time this season. I just hope the refs see the holds on Mad Max. I think you might see a little bit of a difference. Will be a Raiders Super Bowl? You know it will. Our O-line can't open up holes for our running backs? No, and that's a major problem, dude. Julius, how are you doing? Issues, what's going on? Question is, who will actually want to stay? Issues, that's a fair question, as much as that sucks to say. What's the status on Morrow? Morrow's always been like December, so he's still got a few more weeks out. We need better protection for Carr. We do, and we blew having it, dude, because we could have had it. It's mid-season, and we're in the middle of our crumble. Oh, Kenneth, what's going on? Yeah, you're right. Again, the 2022 QB draft is trash, but the 23, yes, dude, we'll have to see. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let Carr, extend him. Give him 3 more years. Then bring somebody else out so you have something working behind it. Because at that point, if you end up letting Carr ride those 3 years, he'll be in his 10th or 11th season at that point, and then you are looking to bring somebody else in. Jacob's body is breaking down. Fiesta, I think you might be right about that, and that sucks. Steven, what's going on? Sit JJ for 2 weeks and check Carr. Dude, I'll give you something, man. I'm not even saying sit JJ. I love Jacobs. But I think he'd be better utilized as our third down running back, especially now that Rashard's all banged up, and our goal line back. And then you let Kenyon Drake, who can run or catch on every single play, kind of in. Don't get me wrong, Josh Jacobs, I think he has 23 targets and 24 catches. I mean, the dude's doesn't have a problem catching the ball or anything. But it just seems like Drake's been a little bit more productive behind this offensive line than he has been. Parker will have a tough matchup this week with Hendrickson having 9.5. Dude, that is these. Ooh, that's the second scariest matchup of this game. I still say 10-7 will be the record for the season. Sure, I'm hoping you're right, dude, because 10-7 I really believe will get us into that wild card, especially with how damn close this AFC is right now. Jacobs is playing injured all year. Yes, he is, Juan. I'll give you that. If John Jacobs ends up no longer being a Raider, no other team will want him since he has a Raiders tattoo. Dude, if he doesn't turn it around this season, I'm really curious to see if we end up moving on from him. Bleacher Report says that the rookie safety has given up only 21 receiving yards so far. Oh, dude, you got to be talking about Merrick. I'd have to check that. Parker has a tough matchup every week. Raiders always find new ways to destroy a season, and honestly impressive. It's not, dude. It's sad, and it makes me freaking sick. We're coming back. Yes, we are, dude. Love it such, Steven. I appreciate it, dude. 10-7 sounds about right. Darren Waller needs to step up. Darren Waller needs help. That's the bottom line with Darren Waller. It's not a matter of him stepping up. It's a matter of his ass getting some help. Coaches should scare Carr by starting Mariota, giving him some sort of speak. It's stuff like that. Some people respond. I don't think Derek Carr's that type of person. I don't think he'd respond to that. I think he'd just end up making him really sad and send him into some depression mode. Raiders got to try something new on offense. Yes, we do. We need this win on Sunday. Yes, man, that is it. All right, man, that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Got to wake up pretty early tomorrow morning. It's Friday. Got to get to work. But I really appreciate you guys all really coming out. I really enjoyed doing this live. This was a hell of a lot of fun. So thank y'all for doing it. If you can click that like button on your way out, it really would help me out. Until next time, I'm SJ. We will catch y'all on the next one.